The EPF wants to expand its global assets portfolio from 28% to 32% by actively looking at 2 overseas markets, one of which is Latin America. Its chief Syaril Rizwan says this is to counter the impact of lower returns from the local equity market. He adds that EPF continues to be in discussion with an appropriate authority to allow them to invest overseas because it is vital to ensure that the fund continues to perform. As at end 2017, global assets accounted for about 28% or 221.56 billion ringgit of its total investment, while the remaining 72% was held under domestic assets. Syaril says risk management is far more important as it allows them to make sure that it has assets in the right markets to counter the downturn in any one market. Over the weekend, the retirement fund declared a dividend of 6.9% for 2017, the highest rate since 1997. The total payout amounted to 48.13 billion ringgit, an increase of 29.8% from 2016. Plantation Nafi Kuala Lumpur Kepong saw an 11% dip in its first quarter net profit as most of its segments registered lower numbers. Earnings dropped to 320 million ringgit from 316 million a year ago. Revenue came in lower at 5.2 billion ringgit, a decrease of 5.5% from last year's 5.5 billion. Earnings for its plantation segment fell 36.5% to 266.4 million because of weaker average selling prices of crude palm oil and palm kernel. Its property segment and farming sector saw lower profits as well. However, its manufacturing segment and oleochemical division posted higher profits in the quarter. Moving forward, it says that various positive steps taken by Malaysian authorities should limit any further CPO price erosion. As such, it anticipates a satisfactory result for this financial year. Kerjaya Prospek expects the local property market to remain soft but sustainable for this year. Its Executive Chairman T. Eng Ho says that sometimes a slow market is good, as corrections can make the market more sustainable and ensure prices will be reasonable. He admits that it is not the same as before when developers could sell all units in 1 or 2 days, as today it may take 1 or 2 years to achieve about 70% to 80% of take-up. The company aims to be a pure construction play after finishing 2 of its projects in Gotong Jaya, Genting Highlands and Shah Alam. He says it is better to separate construction and property development as property development requires a lot more cash. As such, the group's property development activities will be parked under his private property development outfit, Kerjaya Prospek Property, moving forward. Randstad MD Ryan Carroll expects the local unemployment rate to remain stable, if not do better, in line with the 2018's GDP forecast of 5.2%. Unemployment rate dropped from 3.4% in November 2016 to 3.3% in November last year. Carroll says the positive GDP projection is likely to lead to a corresponding increment in talent demand, particularly within key infrastructure and commercial sectors. He adds that Malaysia's employment rate is currently at an optimal level and job seekers can have an overwhelming number of career options to choose from. Carroll also says that infrastructure projects will continue to focus on providing improved connectivity and accessibility between cities and within Greater KL. According to him, other sectors that give good job opportunities are technology and financial. He says the number of job opportunities in technology grew double digits in the second half of 2017, and he sees the trend to continue in the first half of 2018. The National ICT Association of Malaysia, or PICOM, has inked MOUs with 5 associations in an effort to help more SMEs adopt e-commerce. PICOM says it will assist onboarding members of these associations to e-commerce by partnering them with PICOM's technology enabler member companies. These include payment gateway providers, logistics providers, and e-commerce platform providers. The 5 associations are Malaysia Retail Chain Association, Malaysia Wholesalers Association, Malaysia Digital Chamber of Commerce, Malaysian Association of Tour and Travel Agents, and SME Association of Malaysia. PICOM Chairman Ganesh Kumar Banga says through the PICOM e-commerce fair and via the association's networks, it would reach out to over 700,000 local SMEs to be successfully onboarded to e-commerce. PICOM says the move is in line with the government's National E-commerce Strategic Roadmap to boost e-commerce adoption among the local SMEs, and to double the amount of e-commerce-enabled SMEs to 180,000 now to 350,000 by 2020.